the controversy. Some nail techs are very upset, and I actually understand why. They feel betrayed by OPI for releasing a gel nail kit to the general public. OPI has always positioned itself as a professional brand, and now they're selling what feels like pro products to non-pros. That's upsetting for techs who spent years investing in their education and in their career. But some might be surprised to hear that I actually empathize with their feelings, and here's why. What this represents, to me, it's not just about what's in the kit, it's about what the kit represents. Nail technicians work hard. We spend time, money, passion, building a career we're proud of. We earn every client one nail at a time. Many of us, myself included, used OPI for years and felt confident knowing it was a professional brand. Back when you actually needed a license to just purchase pro products. So when a brand you trust suddenly releases the same products to DIYs, it hits a nerve and it feels like betrayal. I totally get that. But here's the truth. It's not new. I remember back in the 90s when OPI first started selling nail polish in the drugstores. Nail techs freaked out. It was in every beauty magazine and people were furious. But it happened, and eventually the outrage just died down. So holding OPI to professional-only standard isn't really fair anymore. Being a pro isn't about a license. Let's be real. Being professional isn't about holding a license. It's about continuing your education, using quality products, no matter where they come from, and applying them correctly. It's about educating yourself and doing excellent work. Back in the day, you couldn't even buy pro products without showing a license. Distributors protected the industry that way. That's just the way it was. But a lot has changed, you guys, and as you know, right? My background, okay, this is my fight for licensing. When I became a nail tech in the mid-'80s, we weren't licensed at all. The group of us marched actually the Parliament buildings. Do you remember this, Cameraman? I'm sure I told you about it. We were fighting for inclusion with hairdressers and other beauty professionals, okay? During that time, I opened a salon and I trained all my staff myself because I wasn't really impressed with what the schools were producing. I hoped licensing would clean all that up in the industry, right? Weed out unskilled technicians, right? So after nearly 10 years, we were finally accepted in 1995 with the extension of the hairdresser's license. So we were grouped in with them. I took the exam and I proudly earned my license. But the reality, you guys, was so disappointing. I was proud at first. I thought licensing would raise the bar. But then I learned that even the same unskilled techs were now licensed, just like me. Suddenly, the piece of paper I worked so hard for, everyone had it. And it really didn't feel very meaningful, right? So in 2003, all licensing was revoked for the beauty pros, nail techs and hairdressers included, okay? So I did all that work for what, right? That's when I realized it's not about licensing, it's about the work. The client decides who's skilled and who isn't. That's the rise of DIY and why it doesn't really scare me. The line between DIY and professional, we've been blurring that for years. And I learned that when I started my YouTube channel. I was shocked at how many viewers had no idea how to even sculpt a nail, how it was even built. Clients and techs alike were frustrated and the system was failing them, honestly. This is what nail techs were telling me when I went to trade shows. So many nail techs were handed a license but didn't have any real nail skill. So if you're worried about brands selling to DIYers, don't be. The pro DIY line blurred a long time ago, and brands like OPI probably saw it coming way before we did. A new generation of nail techs have emerged. We even created a whole new tier of techs, some of who didn't even know sculpting exists, which is kind of funny to me. For many, the pinnacle of nail professionals is a press-on nail. That's a whole other video I can get into. Final thoughts? There's room for everyone. That's what's great about this industry. So please, don't take it to heart when a brand sells to the DIY market. If you hold yourself to high standards, use great products, and continue learning, this won't affect you at all. Right? There are all kinds of nails out there, All kinds of salons, all kinds of clients. There's a great selection, whether you specialize in press-ons, sculptured acrylics, or gel. There's room for all of us in the nail world. So don't be threatened when you see that kind of headline.